Hey everyone, welcome back to The Experience. I'm Brian with Spicy Snafu. Today we're going to go over some packs and their options and things about them. What spurred this is we went to the Ruckus and we saw some things with people's equipment, and then we went to the Night Responder with Refuge Medical. You should check them out, they're cool. Saw some other of the same issues with the same type of equipment. So we just wanted to give you a quick rundown before we go to the Ruckus again this year. So by this year, I mean 2025. I'm really looking forward to it. So we'll start with this pack here. This is a camel pack. I think it's called the Mother Load. I'm not exactly sure. I'm a fan of camel packs. I ran them while I was in the Army. This one has some pros and some cons. So we'll go with the cons first. The very first con on this pack is at its size, I should be able to comfortably carry 25 to 35 pounds in it. I can't do so because this kidney strap is so flimsy that it offers no way for me to get the weight of this pack off of my shoulders and onto my hips. Because when you're going for long ranges or longer durations, you want to rotate the strain from your hips to your shoulders, from your shoulders to your hips to alleviate that where you get that, where it's so uncomfortable. But some of the pros on it is nondescript. I've used this pack a bunch for like just daily stuff. It's what I usually throw my clothes in when I'm traveling or whatever. Plenty of organization. You know, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds on these bags because, I mean, that's not what we're here for. Yeah, it's got plenty of organization. But as far as a pack goes, what you want to look for is the kidney support. And can you move this part? Because this is one of the more common ones where you have a hard plastic sheet in here. It's not a frame. It's just to stiffen the load. This is a perfect example of like an assault pack or like a 3-4 day pack. Taylor has the same basic setup, also made by CamelBak. His does not have a kidney waist strap at all. So at least with this, you can keep it from bouncing if you do have to run. But this one is removable. I just don't take it off. So with that, I'm gonna switch over to something a little more, I guess I would say aggressive in the way of rucksacks. The Canoe. This is a Kelty Eagle. And immediately off jump, you can see how the waist straps, kidney pads, are literally holding themselves up. And that's because they're stiff. So that means this will bear a load. So you can put these down on your hips to get all this weight on your hips. And when you need to transfer them off your hips, the shoulder straps have load lifters, so you can actually pull them up to carry more of the load. Control how your load's carrying. But the biggest thing about an actual rucksack, when you're looking at it, is the ability to adjust from the hip to the shoulders. Because not all rucksacks are made the same. Like I've ran an Alice pack. I ran an Alice pack in the Army for a long time. They're really short. The kidney pad would be about here versus the shoulders. And what that did is it injured my back. So with this rucksack, you can literally undo the Velcro along here and literally slide this up and down the frame bars, the frame rails. So I can get a perfect measurement from my lower back to the tops of my shoulders to make this bag easier on my body. So some of the pros on this giant beast is the fact that I can put everything I need in it for say 20 days in the field, but don't always fill your rucksacks all the way up. There's no point. Leave room to grow. What if you find something you can't live without and you need somewhere to put it? Another thing I do like about this bag is that it does have a rain fly built in it that you can unzip and pull out. And this one is 2 colors. So you can also use it as a snow camo. I don't know if the camera can get this. So you have your brown and then you have white. So it also works in the winter. So one of the cool things about it, and this is one of the things I do look for when I'm looking for a larger range ruck, is the top. The top is removable. Some of them call it a brain, some of them just call it a lid, but it's removable. And I can put like stuff in it, like let's say you're doing a long range hike and you just want to be able to leave your pack at camp and bring binoculars, basic survival stuff. This turns into a waist pack. So you can literally run it as a waist pack. And if this isn't needed and you're trying to cut down on your weight, this pack actually comes with an additional lid just to try to get it smaller. And the side pouches, sustainment pouches are removable, you know, so it's a pretty good pack. Not my favorite. My favorite is a straight up civilian hiking backpack. Pretty inexpensive, got it on Amazon. It's got an actual frame in it. And if you look, it's got a mesh, and this mesh keeps the pack off of your back. So when you're out actually doing stuff in the summer, this is my training pack. This is a 50 liter. I have the 60 liter as well for when we're doing the longer duration camping. This is just my training pack for hiking. This keeps it off my back, so I have air that gets through here so I don't overheat. And if you look, these are also very stiff, so I can get the weight down on these like we were talking about previously. Plus I can put snacks or whatever in here. If you look, it may be hard to see, but it has a tab. You can pull it and literally adjust the height. So it's an adjustable frame. So that way I can measure from where it lands on my hips to my shoulders so I can get the proper ride height. I can't stress that enough, the proper ride height. Good shoulder straps, nondescript. This pack weighs nothing empty, and that's something you really need to consider. So it also has a rain fly in it. A little bit brighter color because of course it's for a different purpose. But what sparked all this is when we went to the Ruckus and Night Responder, the guys and gals who were partaking in that, some of their packs were grossly overloaded, improper packs for what they were carrying. Like if you're trying to carry 40, 50 pounds in a non-framed pack, you are going to hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself. So just get something like this. And if you go to a place like REI, they'll let you try on these rucks. They'll literally fit the frame to you. They'll load it with weight, let you walk around the building for a couple of hours to see, is that pack good for you? I can't say enough about how important that is. Good steady frames, strong waist belts, good pads. Make sure your frame is adjustable for height, and you won't miss a beat. But grossly overloading a non-framed pack will cause you more strain, more exhaustion, and you know, tying stuff on the outside of your pack too. That's weight that's gonna pull your upper body around. So if every time you take a step, if something counterbalances the opposite direction and throws you off, that's just more calories, it's just more energy you're burning. So try to stay away from that as much as possible. Put everything in your pack. You don't wanna look like, I think it was the Labyrinth, where a guy had a bunch of shit on the outside of his pack. You don't wanna look like a walking gypsy pack. Taylor, did we forget something?
I think we forgot something, Brian!
What did we forget?
What about the ladies?
The ladies. So, as far as you ladies go out there who also need to own your own pack, ladies, my wife has her own pack. This is something we had to figure out with her. Bless her heart, she suffered through it. I gave her one of my rucksacks. They are not anatomically correct for ladies. So with hers, the torso measurements are absolutely different. Me and her have this exact same pack, and her adjustment loops here are way lower than mine because their torso heights are different than ours. The shapes of the straps for the shoulders are shaped different. They have parts on their bodies we don't have. So you guys out there who love your ladies and want them to hike with you, buy them the right stuff and they might want to do it with you. If you're gonna wear a pack that is crushing a part of your body that's immensely uncomfortable, are you gonna want to keep doing it? Probably not. So go ahead and don't buy your lady the latest and greatest cool guy army rucksack. Get her a proper ladies pack. My wife literally has the exact same make, same model as this ruck, but when we do them side by side, shoulder straps are different, waist straps are different, heights of the frames are different, but they carry the same amount of weight. They carry the same amount of liters and stuff. So make sure you get a pack that the straps are shaped for your lady. This is a men's pack. A lady's pack is curved different. They have different terrain than we do. With that, I'm gonna have to let you guys go, and thanks for your time. And you can always find us on Instagram at Spicy Snafu. Like and subscribe, and let us know what kind of pack you're running.
Don't be the guy that owns a bug out bag but never picked it up.
And don't be the meme where the guy built a recce rifle but never carried his bug out bag. It's cool to have all your crap packed in a bag, but until you've picked that bag up and moved at least 5 miles with it, don't think you're ready to go. Good shoes, good socks, good packs. Start there. Stay safe in all you do.